Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Angel Gabrielle. I hope everyone is doing well wherever you are in the world. My messages here today will resonate for those who they're meant to find. How I overcame the dark. Initially, my struggles of overcoming the dark were not just struggles of sadness, but as feeling paralyzed, lacking direction, and being trapped in old habits too. Being stuck often leaves people in the dark because they cannot see a way forward. My turning point for me was when I decided to make the conscious decision to choose for myself that I didn't want to be stuck anymore. So I decided to change my mindset first by telling myself that the only person who could help me in becoming unstuck was myself. I shifted my mindset by telling myself that if I have to play an active role and an active part in all of this to break the cycles of the old patterns and the old belief systems within myself in order to create the life that I wanted and desired to live. As within, so without. Once I made the decision to become unstuck is when I found my way back to the light. Our mind is very powerful, and what we think becomes our reality. Much like the analogy, if I want to be successful, I will be successful. But I also have to take it one step further. I have to embody that. If I want success in my life, I have to embody it. And I have to choose to embody living the life that I want to live, the life that I know I deserve to live. And it's all a mindset thing. It's not really playing a game with your mind. It's rewiring your mind to think differently, to look at things from a different perspective. So if we continue to be negative and think negative, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if I say I'm going to fail on my exam and I go into my exam, I sure in the hell am going to fail. It's just going to be. But if I know that I go into the exam, I'm gonna pass with flying colors, then I will pass it with flying colors. And much like the Bible verse says in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our minds. I actively chose to intentionally replace worldly habits and thoughts with God's truth, which then led me to a complete positive change in my actions and my life. I started replacing lies with the truth, and I actively chose to restrain my thought patterns to align with Scripture rather than worldly culture or anxiety. And this was the catalyst in helping me into becoming unstuck. My personal journey of overcoming the dark is the ultimate blueprint for getting unstuck, as it proved that true transformation requires facing our shadows rather than bypassing them. As a spiritual healer, a mystic healer, and an energy healer, I have been where you are, and I know what it's like to be stuck and to feel stuck. But I also know that I had to step up and become accountable in order to become unstuck. I want you all to know that your feelings of being stuck is not a personal failure, but as unmoving energy, or what others refer to as a dark night of the soul. A blockage must be felt and acknowledged before it can shift. Feeling stuck is simply the soul's way of saying it's time to process an old emotional wound. It's really hot in this house. I'm just sweating profusely. Being stuck often happens when we try to force life using our logical minds. And as a mystic healer, I trust the unseen and surrender to the flow. I am coming forward to encourage all of you here today to release the control and tune into your intuition and embrace the unknown as a catalyst for your growth. Also, as a healer, I had to learn to heal myself first, and I overcame the dark by confronting it directly. I want to be very clear with you all right now that in order to get unstuck, you cannot just change your external circumstances. You must unearth and reconcile your internal blockages. I want to help my collective move from survival to flow. And I am here as a guide and as your healer to give you permission to drop your guards, to take off your face masks and face your own darkness, and to realize that your struggles are sacred teachers that are leading you to a higher version of yourselves. Darkness is not a punishment. It's your soul's way of forcing you to look inward and go inward. And your shadows are just the unlit parts of your own heart waiting to be claimed. Every heavy emotion, grief, fear, numbness, guilt, shame you are experiencing right now is an energy block trying to teach you something deeper. When you can actually stop running from the dark and actively make your mind to do so, actively making up your mind to do so, you stop giving it the power over your life. You cannot use force to get unstuck. And once you do surrender, I promise all of you that you will be able to start relaxing your own resistance so your energy can flow freely again. Being stuck is simply your energy being anchored to the past. And the moment you choose to feel your way into the present, you unlock your future. I didn't come forward to share my story to prove I survived the impossible. I shared it to show you that the exact same light lives inside of you. Healing is not about erasing your past. It is about remembering your wholeness and stepping fully into your own divine power. I hope this message resonated for the right collective or collectives out there. And I really just simply wanted to come forward in helping you and assisting you in getting out of your own darkness. And if my story here today and my wisdom gave you all some food for thought and how to navigate out of your storms, your seasons, out of your own darkness, then my story here today was meant to do just that. I wanted to help encourage and inspire other people how I overcame the dark. Yes, I went through a lot of purging, releasing, surrendering, and letting go. Letting go and letting God. And so God was my catalyst, and my unwavering faith was my catalyst in allowing me and helping me overcome the dark. And so I just hope my story here today encouraged and inspired the right souls that are viewing this message. As I said, this message isn't for everyone, but I did want to come forward and share my messages in hopes that it would inspire the right people who see this message. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe wherever you are in the world. And if these messages resonated with you, I would appreciate your comments and your feedback, and liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And this is your first time viewing me, I encourage you to go back and look at some of my other videos as well. And if you resonated with my message here today, I encourage you to also like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already hit the notification bell, I encourage you to do so. So this way you won't miss a future upcoming message that I'll be putting out here. I hope you all got something positive out of this, and it inspired and encouraged the right souls who viewed this message. Take care and stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you.